What's going on, guys? I'm Andrew.
I'm Jason.
And this is Movie Source.
Today we're doing a review of the last X-Men Apocalypse trailer.
Alright, so this is the final trailer for X-Men Apocalypse. It comes out May 27th, so I'm really looking forward to it because as I've alluded to in the other trailer reviews we've done, which are going to be right here, that I'm a big fan of all the Bryan Singer X-Men films. And again, this trailer definitely shows a few stuff from the last show, which the last couple shows, which I don't mind because I don't want to know too much going in. So honestly, I'd rather a rehash of some old stuff with a little sprinkles of new stuff, so I don't know too much going in.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this trailer did. It pretty much, like you said, was showing stuff that we've already seen with a little bit more stuff. They said a few things that I thought maybe they should have saved for the movie, like how Quicksilver is Magneto's son, which they kind of hinted at in
Days of Future's
Past. But I mean, I guess I didn't mind it. They just wanted it for humor.
Yeah, no, but for the general going movie audience, I understand what you're saying, but for me personally, we all knew that Quicksilver was Magneto's son in this universe. And also, like Jason said, he did say in Days of Future's Past, my mom knew a guy who could control metal once, so that was clearly a reference to him being his son. So,
yeah.
But yeah, no, maybe they could have saved it, but I mean, I didn't mind it, me personally, but I understand what you mean.
I did like how they showed you that Wolverine was coming, though, with that nice little quick shot with his hand and stuff.
Yeah, because
that was sick.
Yeah, and we knew Wolverine had to be in this. I mean, we knew it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, also because, at the end of Days of Future's Past, he was there with Stryker getting him, and he woke up, or rather with Mystique pretending to be Stryker.
Right.
So, you knew he had to be in.
But we hadn't seen him in any of the other trailers. So.
Yeah, but it's nice. Now it's good to confirmation because the more we can see of Hugh Jackman before that unfortunate day happens where he's retiring from Wolverine, the more the better for me. But I like that they're not making him a main focus of this. It's about time to give the other X-Men their due, but I do like that Wolverine is still playing a little part in this, so I did like that for sure. I also liked also how naive Charles was at the beginning, saying like, if there's no war, that there's peace, and Mystique knows that's a load of crap, and that something dangerous is coming. She can sense it, and then I got to tell you that thing where they show they've showed Oscar Isaac on that table a couple times, but then the transformation of him, the visual effect of him becoming Apocalypse, I thought that was a really neat effect because I hadn't really seen it like a style like that in too many movies.
We've seen it cut like right to that point, but now we actually see him transforming and becoming blue.
Yeah, for sure. And I gotta say, from the other trailers and this one too, I mean, just that great shot of him killing those guys with the sand going through their throats. He looks very menacing. The stakes look very high. I thought his voice in the other trailers, just a little gripe, I thought his voice in the other trailers sounded better, but I was still okay with this one.
Well, they took his same voice and just added a little more effects to it, kind of make it sound more like
I just thought
devilish, or I don't know what.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I personally just liked it a little more in the other ones, but I was totally fine with this too. And I love that line again from Charles, I've never felt power like this before. Like it just sensing like how dangerous and menacing this, like he's never felt anything like this from a mutant before. So clearly they're up against something they've never been up against before, and I love that aspect of it because usually it's up against Magneto or Kevin Bacon in First Class, or it's usually like something like that. So it's cool to see like a threat of this kind of. Also, we got to talk about the Four Horsemen. You got Psylocke, you got Magneto, you got Archangel. You also got Storm. Now, obviously, we know Storm at some point is going to switch over sides. We were talking about, is it going to be in this film? Maybe in the next one? It's going to be interesting to see, but I got to tell you, it was a money shot for me when Scott Summers, a.k.a. Cyclops, when he dropped his visor, and then the energy beam was going, and then she shot the light.
Flash, that was awesome.
The visual effects in this and really the action in this, it really looks incredible. So Again, I know we got a lot of action movies and comic book films coming out this summer, but this actually does look really cool. And that fight between Beast and Psylocke, that fight looks really interesting. Also, too, Jason, when Nightcrawler and Archangel are fighting in the cage, really visually reminded me of in X-Men 1 when Wolverine is beating all the guys up in the bar in the cage, the steel cage.
Yeah.
Really visually reminded me a lot of that scene. So I like a lot of the visual callbacks too. So
yeah, well, with all these superhero movies, we know the visual effects are going to be awesome. That's just where we're at now with technology. But it's just, can they make the story and all the whole movie fit around that? So I think this movie's going to be really good. We'll just have to see.
No, you're right. And also too, one more thing I wanted to add. It's interesting too. They're going with. I mean, again, they give us a little more story and plot line in this trailer. They told us that Charles has been kidnapped, and now Mystique, who is not really a believer in too much of what Charles does, but she's still it's still her friend. And she grew up with him, so they're still close, but she now has to lead the X-Men, so it's going to be interesting to see. I know a lot of people are dividing this. A lot of people do not like Jennifer Lawrence. I'm okay with her performance. I just want her to be committed to the role, like, want to do it. If she's into it and is committed, I'm fine with I'm cool with, like, seeing what's going to happen. If she's just in it, like, just to be in it, then that's where it's going to take me out of the movie when I watch it. But if I sense, like, oh, she's committed, she's into it, because I enjoyed her performance in Days of Future Past. I thought she was good and great in First Class also. So thus far, I felt she's committed to the role and she's done a good job. So I just want to feel that again in this. And again, her stepping up to be a leader. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen in this film.
Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. Let us know what you think about this trailer in the comments section. And if you like these videos, you can hit the subscribe button.
See you guys next time.